It is day 0 at the Renaissance Fair in Escondido, fall 2025. Getting ready for the Renaissance Fair. This isn't my first time doing the booth, but this is my first time vlogging. Okay. Hi, my name is Step. Some of you may know me from voice acting, some of you may know me from casting and directing you, and some of you may know me from drawing you. Some of you probably don't even know me at all. I've been voice acting for over 10 years, and I've been drawing for even longer. And just last year, I decided to actually put it all under a brand and start drawing people at the Renaissance Fair. In Escondido specifically. It was the first time I've ever put anything like that together. My first booth, my first time doing like portraits. Everything was a first for me at that event in 2024. I knew I wanted it to be something that would fit the Renaissance Fair. So I thought, what would I do to draw people? And I tried thinking, I was like, maybe I can draw them on like a scroll, or maybe I can draw them on like a brown paper. And then it came to me, I was like, oh, and then what if I draw them as wanted posters? And then I give them silly crimes, and it just kept rolling with it. After a few months of prepping and planning, I put it all together and I had the first Renaissance Fair, spring 2024. It was just for one day, just to get my feet wet and see if I liked it, if it was successful, did it get received well? And it did. It blew up. It was extremely popular. I realized that over time, the next time we were like, okay, we need to have some sort of system to get these people to come back. And we came up with a wait list, and then we used that to start getting people to add their names to the list. They're able to walk around the event. Once they get a text, they can come back, and we just kept that like machine going. Having this system set now, I understand that this booth is something that looks like a company put together. We have it just so locked down where it comes to like me drawing, the wait list, the helpers, like we have it on like a conveyor belt of people. My helpers are rock stars. I can be more grateful for everybody that helped me and that's helped me in the past. It's just, they really make it so that this process runs so smoothly, and I'm very grateful. I compensate for them for their time. It's always a tradition as well for me to take my helpers out to dinner and treat them. It's just so much easier to be able to focus on drawing now that we have this locked in. I knew I wanted to start documenting everything and my journey starting this year, going into next year, and whatever else happens in the future with all the art and even the voice acting stuff and everything I'm doing. But I also want to put it on in a video because I don't know if somebody else out there wants to get the opportunity to learn a little bit from what I do, my mistakes, my choices, what I come across, my key takeaways, things that I want to do or plan, and if it can help them do something like this. In a way for it to be educational, but also at the end of the day, just something for me to look back on and see how far I've come or where I started, and it's better late than never, so here we are. That being said, I know with the vlog, I wanted to make sure that I got things documented, and I plan to talk to you guys about it during the event. That couldn't happen. I am stuck in that chair for like 8 hours straight. From the moment I get there, I get a little time to prep, and then we start just getting customers after customers and after customers, and it's incredible. It's a great problem to have, to be that busy, and I'm super grateful for it. But the problem with that is I really wanted to talk to you guys during the vlog in the moment about things I'm learning and stuff I've come across. I'm just that episode of SpongeBob where I throw out my name and all I know is fine dining and breathing, which in this case is doodling and breathing. I do have like 1 or 2 SpongeBobs in there that can maintain a conversation because I do really like chatting with people as I'm drawing them. But by the 5th hour, I'm sorry, I think my brain just forgot how to talk. It's already starting to cramp up a little bit, which is normal. We still have at least 2 more hours at Renaissance Fair, and I've been told that my wait list is at maximum capacity.
Let me see. So we can try to see.
And I am just on the machine mode of drawing. It is really cool getting to meet so many people and getting to draw so many people in their awesome costumes is just so cool. To them, they get a doodle of themselves in a wanted poster, but for me, I get to draw these really cool characters. And then all these people are so nice and they're so cool and some of them are so funny.
We're so cute. To us, we're the mead maidens, and our crime is riding a dragon without a license. This was so amazing. They got his eyebrows perfect. Look at that.
It was really good.
So quick and just so fun.
I was trying not to look while it was being done, but it was great. I'm really happy with the way it turned out.
We wanted to be surprised. We come to the fair all the time. This is like the perfect souvenir.
I really love getting to chat and talk with people, even if there's times where I'm too in it to maintain a full conversation like I would like to. I enjoy being able to have like even the small talk is really nice. The way things work with my booth is I have these templates that I created. I drew out by hand the wanted logo, scanned it in, created the template, made a handful of silly crimes that people can choose from that are family friendly, because I do aim to keep that my booth is something that all ages can enjoy, from young kids, families, couples, grown adults. Everybody can feel comfortable and safe to do so. That's my goal mainly when it comes to coming up with these silly crimes. You know, something silly as gave the king a bad haircut, painted the entire castle pink, you know, stole the queen's last cookie. I can fit up to 3 people in a wanted poster. Exceptions can be made depending on the group. I can push it to 4. Usually I don't encourage that. I try not to put too many people in one poster because we can lose the detail, and I don't want to do that. If I can make it work, I'll do my best. Usually I'll say no. Or if it's usually like 2 parents and 2 kids, or they're, you know, couple and 2 pets, that's fine. Those are the times I'll make an exception for it. But usually I try my best to keep it with 3 people. Usually it's a friend group or like family. Do 2, which is usually a couple, best friends, mother, daughters, a father and their son, and then down to 1. So I have it set as a menu where you can get solo suspect, partners in crime, a group heist, and then pets are sidekicks, and kids are criminals in training. Once they decide how many they want in their poster, they go up and they ask if they could be added to the wait list. Then they put down their number, their name. We text them through the app, and once it's time for them to start heading back, once they come back, they have a seat in front of me. I get acquainted. I write down their names, and I'm very thorough about how I spell it because I want to make sure I don't misspell anybody's names. Even if it's as simple as Bob, I'm still going to ask you to spell it out for me. Then they pick a silly crime, and then I doodle them. It takes about 5 to 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. If it's a huge group with extremely detailed costumes, then that will take me longer, but most of the average time is 15 to 20 minutes. Kids and pets are usually about 5 minutes. From the estimates that I've gathered over doing this, about 4 seasons now. But that's about the time frame that I was able to gather from doing this and how fast that I can draw people. And after that, I show them the doodle, and then we're on to the next person. It's like that for 8 hours. Like I said, just fine dining and breathing. Don't ask me my name, I will cry. I have a poster that is behind me also, and it's me being wanted for impersonating an artist. It's a cute little gimmick I like to do. You know, some people just think it's funny, or they'll ask, "Is that you?" And I'll just be like, "Oh, no." I'm also looking into doing events in the future though. And some of these events are local in the Southern California region. Some of them I might commute to. So I'm planning on getting all of that itinerary taken care of, seeing what makes sense, just going for it at this point to see if it works, if I like it. If I don't, I just won't do it next year. I really want to expand on the wanted posters. StepADoodles is also now something I realize I haven't mentioned at all in my video so far. StepADoodles is now going to be where I put all of my art under. It's my art business and what I want to go by now. I've always been doing art, like I mentioned, for a very long time, along with the voice acting, but this is the first time I'm putting it under an official name, putting it under an official account, and actually getting everything done the way it probably should have been done in the past. I've done art shows, I've sold art, I've done stuff at Comic-Con, and it's always been just as myself. This time I want to do it under a name. And I want to put these wanted posters under there as well, because I have a lot of plans for the wanted brand. So we're going to see where that goes too. Another thing at this event, talking about the wanted posters and the wanted brand, I debuted my I Am Wanted stickers at the event. So I gave everyone that got a wanted poster a freebie sticker to just kind of showcase that it's nice to be reminded every once in a while that you're wanted and people want you here. It's a little double meaning with the wanted posters and, you know, being wanted. So that's another thing that I was giving out. Oh, lastly, so the Doggy Roggers are these amazing pirates that partner up with a dog agency where they are there to help these puppies get adopted. They're amazing people, every single one of them. I met them last season or last year throughout the time. Some of them were busy. They get as busy as I do. As you can imagine, they're just there to make sure every single puppy gets a home. And it's amazing because they actually are successful in getting these people at the Ren Faire to adopt and take home a puppy and give them a loving home. So I've always been a fan of what they do there too. So I ended up making these little puppy stickers, and I told them, hey, you know, I think it'd be really cool if we do a partnership where I want to get people to go your way, you can get people to come my way, but mostly for me to push people that direction. They're pretty close by to where my booth is, so we did a little promo where if somebody goes and takes a picture with a puppy, brings it back to the booth and shows one of the helpers, they can get a free sticker of a little puppy, you know, wearing a crown or a pirate outfit or something. And it was actually really well received. A lot of people participated, and it's just fun and nice to be able to shoot people up there and to help them out and gain exposure that they're up there and they're helping puppies find a home. Who doesn't love puppies? Come on. I do want to say I'm sorry I never got a chance to go over there. I actually wanted to go over there and say hi to more of the helpers that help out at the Doggy Roggers, but I was just locked at my desk. I just hope, you know, hope you had a good fair, and hi to those who did come by the booth and that were able to come say hi and got their own wanted posters too. I always appreciate the support. You can check out their stuff here, where they're going to be, their cause, key takeaways. Like I mentioned before, my booth comes across very well organized, and this is like a system that we have to make it so that we can get as many people in there as possible. With that being said, the design and the setup also takes a lot of effort to put together too. I like presentation. That's just me. I think presenting and the look and brand and feel of everything, it's pretty important. No surprise there, as a multimedia marketing coordinator also at my 9 to 5. Oh yeah, did I tell you I have a 9 to 5 on top of being a voice actor, voice director, voice caster for studios and video games, as well as doing art full-time as well? I'm tired. That's also not talking about the projects I can't talk about right now. Don't get me wrong, I love this. I love what I do. I'm just very busy, and I'm so sorry if I didn't answer your text. Because of the presentation though, I had at least 4 people ask, either to me directly or I've overheard them being asked to my helpers, that people would ask like, oh, is there only one artist here? Or, oh, how long have you been with the company? I am the artist and the owner of the whole art business in the booth, and my helpers assist me in helping it run smoothly. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's not a company, it's just me drawing people and drawing other prints, which probably goes to show it's a good thing. People couldn't believe it at first, and then I just kind of gave them my business card, and they were like, oh wow, it really is just you, an artist. And I was like, yeah, it's just me. I thought that was pretty funny and cool that people think the whole presentation was bigger than it actually is, so cool, I guess, doing marketing right. Other than learning a lot about the presentation, people thinking that it's a bigger company than it is, I think I really want to learn to expand on that a little more. Giving out business cards and trying to expand some visibility on StepADoodles too is also a big thing that was kind of my goal outside of just getting the business going and drawing people and meeting more people. On top of that, presentation consists of a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff means a lot of storage, and traveling wise, I need to find a way to make my booth a little more compact without taking away so much of what it is. Trying to consolidate things and make it a little easier to transport is another key takeaway I've learned. Consolidating storage, figuring out a way to, I think market-wise, maybe we can keep it the way it is locally, but as far as traveling for maybe in the future cons or events that are outside of the Southern California region, I need to find a way to make my booth a little easier and quicker to transport, which that's just a personal problem, but it is a big key takeaway. I have a new car, and I even found a way to make a lot of space and a lot of stuff fit in there, but it still consisted of me needing another friend's car to transport the rest, which I'm trying to eliminate that so that it's just easier to transport in just one car, and that way it's just a faster turnaround time to set up and tear down as well. A lot more sales when it came to the character prints alone in comparison to last year, which was great. And a lot of people really take well to the character prints because they also have silly crimes according to their story or their personality. And if you watch the movie or the shows or the animes that they're a part of, you'll get the joke. If not, they're still pretty funny to get, even if you don't know who the characters are. Those two really well, and I also want to expand on getting more characters onto the itinerary also so that people can buy. I did notice there were a lot of people requesting characters or asking if we had certain characters, and I'd said, oh, I don't have it yet, but I'll make a note of it. So I definitely think people care for those as well. I invested in I invested also in table risers, so I decided to lift the tables up a little higher so that people can see them at a better eye level. I also labeled all the prints with more detailed like pricing stickers, and I noticed that made so many people pay more attention to the prints, and a lot more sales came in when it came to those alone. People that maybe couldn't even get on the wait list because we were at a capacity were still wanting to buy something and notice the prints that I thought they would see them last year, but I noticed a lot of people just didn't notice them as well because they were so low. Crazy how those little changes can make a big difference. The silly crimes that I have, about 5 so far, I think I should probably add a few more. People that were actually like reoccurring customers were coming up and saying, my wall in my kitchen is just all the wanted posters you've drawn of me so far. And I was so taken back. I recognized a few people too. Some of them were like, oh, I came straight here because I want to make sure I get on the wait list, or I want to make sure that like I can get my spot, or can you take me right now? Or I'll come back at the end of the day. I want to get a wanted poster. I have a collection. Those kind of comments, or seeing these people come back, it's just so amazing. I think I'm still processing that the people really loved it and they wanted more. And I think with that, I need to get more crimes for them to choose from, because there were a couple people that said, well, I have one and I don't see any new crimes. So, next time I'll get a new one. So I need to also invest in getting more silly crimes added to the list for people to choose from, because over time I can see, people wanting to get some for families or friends. I even have an online commission already started now. I probably should have a bigger itinerary of those silly crimes for people to choose from also. And with that in mind, I'm also thinking that for private events that being booked for weddings or parties, I probably want to make it so I can do custom crimes just specifically to cater to the theme of the party or the event itself. In those occasions, I will do a custom crime, otherwise, most likely not. I don't think I want to give people the power to put something that's not family friendly on my brand, so I try not to do custom crimes in those instances. But if they fit those rules and you book me for your birthday party and you want it to match the theme of the party or person or the hosts, we'll talk about it. There was so much going on at the Ren Faire. I attended 2023. I had a blast, and it gave me and my best friend the idea to do booths there. And then that's where everything started. I remember having a lot of fun at the event, and ever since then, I haven't been able to get up and really explore outside of being a vendor because I'm stuck at my booth the whole time. And that's okay. I make sure to encourage my helpers to go and explore because I want them to go see stuff, go support the other vendors, just have a good time and take breaks and enjoy like themselves. I also think everybody there is just super nice, and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to vend there, and I hope to be able to go into more places like that in the future. So we'll see. But yes, I will be there for the future events at the Escondido Renaissance Fair as well. If all goes well, if all goes as planned. I have a media intern that's able to edit and film for me in those instances that I know that I'm not going to be able to do that. Being at that booth, I am just drawing. So this is actually not only for you guys, but my first time seeing what it's like from the outside perspective of what it looks like to attend my booth or get drawn, or what it looks like when I'm drawing, because like I said, it's just tunnel vision for me, but for you guys, I don't know what you guys see. So it's cool to see these kind of perspectives also. So I'm excited to see where this turns out. Okay, well, that's enough of me rambling and talking about my feelings. A lot of stuff that I learned this year, having more exposure and gaining more experience. Just in StepADoodles alone, I have a lot of plans for the Wanted brand. I have also a lot of plans on other projects art-wise as well. And I hope that you guys can stick around to see the journey of how all these things turn out. If you were at the Renaissance Fair, feel free to comment below and let me know. If you're interested in online commissions or purchasing one of the character prints, you can actually go over to my store, StepADoodles.com, and look into it. I also intend to do live streams as well of me doing online commissions or just doing wanted posters or just doodling. Feel free to jump on over to StepADoodles on Twitch or on any social media platform, since I will be streaming on all platforms. And if you're in the Southern California region and you're interested in having me come draw at your event, whether it's a wedding or a birthday party or any other event, feel free to reach out to me there as well. I have a form you can submit, or you can email me at step@stepadoodles.com. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are wanted, and just take it one step at a time.